Hi everyone, I want to welcome you to my channel today on Garden Grub. Today is going to be a voiceover video because it's Sunday and my husband is watching his Formula One and I cannot put that on the air because just in case it's copyright. So I'm going to show you how I make my meatballs. It's my daughter's birthday and she's coming over for Sunday lunch. And we're having traditional Italian pasta on Sunday. So I want to show you how I make my meatballs. So I use a pork, 100% ground pork, because that is how my husband's family has always done it. And that's how my kids kind of grew up because we kind of lived with them for a little bit when they were younger. So they're just used to pork. I grew up having a combination of beef, veal, and pork. But I'm going to show you how the way we make it in our house. So 100% ground pork. I put an egg, garlic powder, and some Parmesan cheese. I also sprinkle some black pepper. I kind of keep it simple. I know lots of people put tons of herbs and stuff in it, but I just keep it simple. I'm going to add some salt to it. Now, this is the way we do it. By all means, everybody does it differently, the way their family likes it. So this is just how we do it. A little bit of breadcrumbs here I'm going to add. And I kind of measure by just covering the top of the ground pork. Some olive oil. And now I'm just going to mix that all together. After I mix it, I do let it rest for a little bit just because to let the egg and the oil absorb into the breadcrumbs. I just find it has a better consistency that way. So after I mix it all around, I do it actually different. So you'll see now, I'm going to roll it into balls right into the sauce, raw into the sauce, because the flavors of the pork, as it's cooking in the sauce, it also flavors the sauce. I find that when you pre-cook your meatballs, like when you fry them, they are a little drier. It's almost like, to me, that dry. Have you ever had like dry meatloaf? That's what it's like to me. But if you put them directly into the sauce, they stay supple, they're juicy, and they're tender. And the sauce has such a rich flavor. So I just roll them and put them directly in the sauce. If you like, I'll show you how I make my sauce in here. My tomato sauce is quite simple. I just saute onions and garlic in olive oil. I put my canned tomatoes inside. So we jar our own tomatoes. We do usually like 100 jars at the end of the summer. So I just put my own crushed tomatoes in there. I let that cook for about an hour, just like that. And then I put in my meatballs into the sauce. Once I do that, you'll see the seasonings that I use. There's my husband watching his Formula One. Some husbands watch football. My husband watches Formula One. So now that all the meatballs are in the sauce, I'm going to go ahead and season the sauce. So all I do to season my Sunday sauce is I add parsley. This is dried parsley from my garden from the summertime. I add some pepper, black pepper, and I put some salt. I only put a half portion of regular sea salt because I love my basil salt that I make every summer. So the other half portions is going to be with the basil salt. I do not like using dried basil, but the basil salt still holds that freshness. I don't know, dried basil just has an awkward flavor to me. So I don't bother using it. So basically I just stir this all up And this is going to cook for about another hour. And then that is my pasta sauce. So it's just going to simmer away for another hour, and that's going to be my Sunday sauce for pasta. I want to thank you for joining me today on this quick little video. Bon appetit. Take care. Bye, friends.